on.
Woo!
On,
Yay.
please, YouTube. Fucking connect for the fuck.
It's
I
YouTube.
believe in you. Do it, YouTube.
Yes.
It says we're connected, but I'm waiting to see it on the actual itself. Okay, there we go. There we go. So, hello everybody. Once again, it is the Kick. Time to start with FEMS Paint
That's me.
and Spara.
Hi.
And as you guys saw last time, I had the hell that was the Miklon chapter. And also the Death Knight chapter where I actually, fun fact, finished that turn 25 out of 25 because I forgot it was a route map.
Oh!
Yikes.
Yeah, it's either kill everyone except the Death Knight within 25 turns, or kill the Death Knight in 25 turns. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I got to turn 21 with killing everyone except for the Death Knight and one Dark Mage that didn't move. I was not set to move.
Yeah, I saw that, and during my episode of recording, I went, why the fuck doesn't he get to move? And then afterwards, I was like, oh, so if you're trying to kill the Death Knight, you have an enemy that will never kill himself on you.
There's Matt.
Oh, hey, Matt.
Hello there, Matt.
And pulling up the stuff real quick because, as I've said, we've got straw polls to look at that I've had people vote on for longer than 2 days.
All I remember is that I made sure to make you teach Cyril how to read.
Well, speaking of, I'm going to go off and read Cyril's proficiency, like based off proficiency, what everyone chose. So, it's gonna be doing writing as a focus. As in first place with 4 votes, which is 57% of the votes. Got writing. And then, for Cyril, his second and third place are bow and brawl. So, writing, bow, and brawl.
Well, you can't use brawl on a horse.
You can dismount if...
That's quitter tuck.
I mean, I agree, however, the universe has dictated something else.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, and now for Flane. So it's a tie between Lance and Reason. I'm gonna see what... Okay, so she's going with Lance, Brawl, and Reason.
Lance, brawl, and reason.
Yes.
I guess if you're willing to slide in a 4th for riding, that can go Dark Knight. I guess.
I might just do that, just for the hell of it.
Sure.
You know what? Screw it, I'm doing that. So... real quick, gonna set their goals. I just had them set for authority for them. I forgot the results.
Isn't authority, like, actually kind of cool to raise up because you just get passive bonuses for it or something?
Yeah.
I mean, authority is like one of the most important things to get up to at least C rank, so.
Writing.
Because it's the only thing that can be converted into any stat in the game.
Okay, that's just a buy left lane. So, I'm gonna close all of the useless tabs so that might get absolutely fucked anymore. We can actually get on with the fucking stream.
Oh my god. Actually doing the stream thing on a React stream?
It actually only took like 5 minutes instead of 27. What the fuck?
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god.
I know, right? Well,
And
luckily,
hell, even more impressive, Bar and I are both here.
Yeah.
I'm here, which I haven't been because I've been busy on the weekends doing Otakon and birthdays and shit.
yeah.
That's actually why I wasn't going to be here last Sunday. It was my best friend's birthday. We went to a Korean barbecue, and they were playing music on the monitor. So I was like, oh, this is the world of K-pop, and I was informed that it was actually Lady Gaga.
I mean, there's not much of a difference. There really isn't.
I thought, like, I heard her singing in English, but sometimes Eastern artists just sing in English for some reason. I just thought that's what I was hearing.
You were thinking of the TRS credits again, weren't you?
Maybe. Shut up. So that was interesting.
Whenever watching Adam FED when he was doing his old TRS streams at the end, he just was like, "Why the hell is this in English?"
Yeah.
And I'm just over there the first time, it's like, "That's Japan for you."
Japan just has like actually just random ass things in English. It's really funny.
It is, but I love
I
it.
think that's one of my favorite things about JoJo is not like the story or the characters, the fact that because I haven't read any of it, I only watched the anime of it. The fact that they'll all be like speaking in English half the time, and the subtitles don't even match it because it's copyrighted.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's so funny.
The best one is, I believe it's part 6, is when Limp Bizkit becomes Flaccid Pancake.
Yes.
It is the best one of all of them. And I don't even think Limp Bizkit's important. I think he's just a one-off villain that...
Oh my god.
I mean, he's important
Vanished.
to one of the Joe Bros, the main Joe Bros backstory.
Oh, was he the guy that kept trying to kill himself? And if
No.
he killed himself, Hermes died, so she had to stop him from killing himself, and
No,
that was the fight?
that was Highway to Hell.
Okay.
No,
That's
Limp Bizkit's stand user was the one that killed Hermes' sister.
Right, was he one of the Sons of Dio? It's been a long time since
No,
I've read
not one of the
part
Sons
6.
of Dio, no. God. The Sons of Dio are gonna be interesting.
I just don't know why the fuck that man was dressed like a cow.
I know very little about part 6.
Do you want to
I
hear
sadly know a bit about the ending, but none of the specifics at all.
Okay,
Do you
so-
want to know the craziest out-of-context statement in all of JoJo?
Sure. Go.
A man named Weather Report teams up with Vincent Van Gogh in Disney World to make his OC canon so that he can defeat Bohemian Rhapsody.
yes, that's actually a fucking thing. And it's glorious.
I did not lie to you.
Oh my god, it's beautiful.
Someone who has never once watched JoJo and has no intention of doing so. That's not the weirdest thing I've heard about it somehow.
Oh no,
JoJo goes fucking nuts.
my description of JoJo is it finds the smartest ways to do the dumbest fucking shit.
I mean, goddamn, especially part 7 and part 8.
It's just like absolutely incredible. I have not read 7 and 8 yet, though now that 8's ending, I probably should just get through 7 and 8, because I hear 7's like not everyone's favorite part, but like the general consensus is that Steel Ball Run's the best part.
Steel Ball Run's the fan favorite, yes.
Some of the shit I've heard about JoJolion is fucking nuts, though.
Okay, JoJolion is, you know how most of the problems in JoJo are solved by punching out of it?
Yeah?
You do that, you're going to fucking cause the apocalypse.
Incredible. Oh yeah, while we're here to talk about Fire Emblem, you know, fucking Fire Emblem, huh? The thing that's always bugged me about this map is that while it's one of my favorites in the game, I really don't like that you always start at the same side on the top no matter what. I thought it'd be cool if like each country had their designated start point and then the map was built around that.
You know,
Yeah.
imagine if you were playing Black Eagles, they started right here.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
plus, it just feels really stupid that Blue Lions start in the middle of the fucking forest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that just doesn't feel like something Dimitri would ever strategically do.
No.
But it's perfect for Claude, who's obviously supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, while this is still one of my favorite maps, just the feel
Oh,
of
yeah.
it, the grand scale, it's great. That's more a nitpick than anything.
Yeah. Also, at
It's
least,
a great map, it just could have still been a little bit better.
I got this.
also, this map is not permadeath, so anything I do doesn't count towards a death.
Except for Violet and Claude.
Except for Violet and Claude, yeah.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, you can still fucking lose the entire Ironman here. Don't get it twisted, Rick.
Oh, I know. I know, especially because
Constantly.
I used my first reset on Miklan's chapter.
Ready anytime.
Oh, how are you counting Divine Pulse for that?
Okay, so if Byleth dies, I just use my reset to do this. So if Byleth was to die and I saw a reset, I would just reset to the beginning of the map entirely.
I stand ready.
Okay. So you're not using the Divine Pulse at all.
I'm on it.
Like in general gameplay.
No.
Okay, I was just wondering.
Stay focused.
When I get to my Iron Man, I'm probably, if I ever do Three Houses, which I might. I need to record Thracia soon, but I've just been busy with Three Houses and other shit.
Yeah.
So.
DRS Iron Man, do it.
DRS.
DRS. You know, while that is something I would like to do, what I think I'm going to do for my next Iron Man is a GBA game, because I haven't done one of those yet.
Should do genealogy.
I'm already doing Thracia, and if I do the other You Draw game right after the second one, I feel like that's a little too soon. I like to space it out better.
Much less the awkward situation of doing the second game first.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll worry about You Draw some other time. But I would like to try it, because unless I play through perfectly, which I'll actually see some substitute units, which is cool.
Yeah, like, if you ever want to do a substitute run, like, the Iron Man is perfect for that. Also, both his quads are fucking Cavaliers now.
Yeah, I noticed he was doubling in enemy phases. Just what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
7 speed, by the way.
yeah.
Yep.
Also, I only make the worst decisions when it comes to Iron Mans.
I know you do.
Rick and Matt can attest to this because I recently did my 4th Iron Man, which was Path of Radiance. The others before that were Holy Sword of Sylvanister, Berwick Saga, and Radiant Dawn.
What is Holy Sword of Sylvanas? That's a fan hack, right?
No, that's...
No, that's the sequel to that's the sequel to Vistaria.
I guess it's Vistaria 1.5.
It's
oh.
Vistaria Gaiden, but people just call it the Zaid Gaiden or they call it VS2 because it's a direct fucking
Yeah,
sequel.
whatever.
Oh,
Just click on and use this as a shield. Hey,
it don't matter.
Nice try.
But it is like a
No
genuinely
matter.
direct sequel to VS1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When I say
right,
direct
okay.
sequel, I mean like it happens a week after VS1 ends.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about it. I just didn't know that was its name. Because you've always just called it the Gaiden or VS2.
Yes.
Yeah,
so-
it's always. I never confuse a name for it. 'Cause
I'm just waiting
you
for...
don't have a good one.
I'm just waiting for it to either get a fan translation or something so I can play it.
Hey guys, H-Sauce here.
It's
God, no.
sauce.
No,
Whoosh!
you dumbass, Rick.
I fucking am.
Oh my god,
I am.
that was painful.
That was...
Raphael is on screen right now, and you're still somehow the dumbest person here.
God damn.
I mean, it doesn't exactly kill, thank fuck.
No, of course the problem is, Three Houses AI does have the ability to just change the AI when it wants to, so that could be a problem.
Yeah, but luckily this is not a permadeath chapter, so...
True.
In fact, they'll probably attack Raphael now, because they can kill him.
Not if I...
Unless she's...
Oh no.
Bonk!
Just dies.
Won't the other Pegasus Knight then proceed to kill her?
It's fine.
Probably.
Some of you may die, but that's a risk I'm willing to take.
It's constant, so who gives a shit?
That's true.
But yeah.
Yeah, especially here.
Steven,
I'm not the biggest fan of Constance. I like the Ashen Wolves in general. Like Balthus, fucking love that guy. Yuri, love that guy. Happy, cool woman. Constance,
Constance is definitely the least interesting of all of them.
Thank you.
yeah.
Although if,
Which is
if the Green Brigand was here, he'd have all our heads.
But there are two major reasons why I love Constance.
Because she's blonde?
No, they're much more vain than
Anyways, what I was going to say and I've already forgotten.
I owe you one.
Alright. Oh yeah, while we're talking about the Ashen Wolves, have you seen that the fucking Gatekeeper's attack animation confirmed like 27 different characters?
Yeah.
I think
Alfred's
it's
one
like
of them.
8 of them.
Yeah,
And yeah,
that.
Yip was in there.
Thanks.
Alfred was in there. You've got Cyril.
No, it was Elfric, right? Cyril, Elfric, I know Lauren, Sylvain. Fuck.
Ooh, that might be bad for Balthus.
I've got it.
Too slow.
Also Hubert.
Really going. I mean, I don't disagree that Ingrid is a threat you want to attack,
That's
but
it.
Why are you your battalion?
yeah, that's the interesting part.
Yeah.
Mages are very, very smart. Definitely.
Yeah. I'm just glad I have the animations off for this.
Oh yeah, or else this would take forever.
Yeah. Come on.
Who was it? Wasn't also Hahnemann and Manuela in there?
Manuela,
Yeah.
Cyril,
Here, one sec.
Try.
regular Rhea.
Yo, Dodger 72. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I
Sweet.
left.
Now you can recruit Catherine.
Yeah, Catherine and
Let's all
Shamir.
do our part.
Oh, they're both level 15?
Yes.
Nice.
The glory.
Yeah.
Poor Shimmer.
And that guy just decided to choose death. Range.
I mean, more power to him.
Thanks.
Okay, so all of the characters that were in Gatekeeper's attack animation that aren't in the normal game are Aloise, Lorenz, Cyril, Hahnemann, Manuela, Sylvain, normal Rhea, and Alfred.
I mean, Sylvain's
They-
like technically in the game, but as a summer.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm pretty sure he means regular Sylvain. Is in the
Yeah.
game,
Yeah.
or it's not in the game.
Yeah, pretty
So
much.
Though I will also say, fucking pour one out for Ignatz.
Ignatz deserves to be in there. So does Raphael, although with Raphael, just watch, he's going to be a fucking, like, he's gonna be an axe unit instead of being the first unit, like he
I mean,
Um,
I don't want brawlers in Fae.
I don't
They
know
have
what
no
you
place
think.
they have no place in Fae.
You know, you say that, but that requires me to get to show what you think.
Everything
On
is
the
a
one
place in Fae.
hand,
It's
I
an
agree with
unholy
Matt.
amalgamation.
On the one hand, I agree with Matt. On the other hand, I respect Riek's energy, so I don't know how to respond to Riek's statement.
That would be
It's
cool.
just face an unholy amalgamation of everything.
The only
Yeah.
issue with Gauntlets and Fae is we already know what Reinhardt does to the game.
Oh yeah, you're right. Also,
Let's not repeat that with an entire weapon type.
You know what? All of a sudden, I agree with Matt a lot more than I did 5 seconds ago.
you know what? You've got a point there, Matt.
It's
Normally-
because of how Fae works.
Also, I know that I don't
Mm-hmm.
use not using white magic on, but because she's so close to level up, fuck it.
Hey, buddy. Ignatz.
What are you
But-
doing with Flame again? I don't remember. Dark?
Flame-
Was she?
Disappointing.
Lance, Brawl, and Reason.
Okay, so she was gonna be the one that we were saying maybe Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can also put her into
Thanks for that.
War Cleric.
I can put her into War Cleric, although that requires. Oh, no, wait, that requires axes.
Does it?
Yes, it's axes,
War Cleric's-
Brawl, and Faith.
But you don't need Brawl to get the exam. It just you can use it specializes in Brawl. But to get through the exam to get to it, you have to use
Axes.
Axes and Faith.
Yeah.
That's big num num.
So now I didn't know Edelgard moved.
Yeah,
I did
she
not
does.
Thanks so much.
I've never seen her move. Holy crap. That's
She doesn't generally move, but there's some weird triggers to it.
Yeah.
I think that
there's
if she can one-shot someone, she'll move. But
Yeah. And then there's these guys.
Big AI battles always have really weird bullshit that can just happen in them.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
kind of the fun. And then there's our boy to do right there.
dude, I've seen fucking to do just 1v1 Edelgard on this map. and it's the funniest fucking thing when it happens.
That just sounds.
That's beautiful.
So,
That's just beautiful.
Also,
You deserve
Ingrid
it.
stabbing his girlfriend.
Oh,
I just said his girlfriend. Fuck.
That's okay. We accept you despite the disappointment that you are.
Hey man, my parents didn't accept me, so I don't expect you guys to either.
oh.
I'll accept you, Matt. I shouldn't, but I will.
That's fair enough.
You know how like the Blue Lions and Black Eagles side or whatever houses you're not playing as get buffs like if they get farther.
Mhm.
Yeah, it is kind of bullshit that you don't get that.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
I do really like that idea, though. I'd like to see them do more with it.
There were a lot of ideas in Three Houses that I've realized I really like. Like Dedue's paralog, I really like the idea behind that.
Oh, Dedue's
The
parallel
light.
is great.
Like the balance of, you know, these green units are actually very competent and helpful, but I don't want them to be too helpful. That would be really bad. And like what that means to how you approach the map.
Not
It
even
is.
mentioning that it has actual story repercussions.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
wish everyone's like, why the fuck can you get Dedue killed if you don't do his paralog? And my answer is, why doesn't more paralogs do that shit?
Yeah,
I don't think Dedue's is bad for doing that. I think it's the coolest one for doing that, and I wish other ones did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe not necessarily getting them killed, but maybe like affect recruitment time, or if you do one's paralog. Normally the thing is that you get a cool weapon for it, like you get Sylvain's house weapon, or I believe Ingrid's as well. So like there's reasons to do the paralogs,
That helps.
but they're immediate repercussions for successfully doing them.
Yeah.
Whereas
Mhm.
Dedue's is a later repercussion for doing it. So I think that's why Dedue's is weird.
Felix,
Balthus gets
Wrong.
fucking gut checked.
Run.
Bodied. Also, are you not gonna move, even move in full move?
but he can't do. Actually, he can. Over here.
You could also
But
go
then that would-
down, all the way up into the left one.
Do not! If he gets gut checked by fucking Felix,
Oh, he's gonna get gut checked anyway. I think he's always in
Well,
range.
no.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing: is
I don't think he's going to die if he heals. I think the problem was Felix kills him if he doesn't heal.
yeah. The problem is that Felix.
yeah, but this fucker was about to move into a net's range.
Well, except that Fernando's gonna kill a net anyway.
Fair.
Fair enough.
That was the thing.
Oh, please. Oh.
Ooh.
To be fair, Edelgard is not in a good spot.
Not good enough.
Oh, if the
Oh.
crest activates, he dies, but the crest
T-
can
Yeah.
I mean, at least this isn't. It's like. Oh.
I'm
Poggers.
sorry, but I must.
They just dealt with the Black Eagles for you.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
did.
they're
You
kind
pretty
of
Here's the
much-
problem, though. In my opinion, Ingrid is like the scariest fucking thing on this map right now.
Yeah. She is.
Ink is good at every point except for when you get her on Blue Lions.
You know what? I'm gonna do this. Gambit. Actually, I'm gonna heal.
Oh no, but you won't. He'll just die.
Well,
He'll
it's,
just
Yeah,
die.
doubles him.
no, here's the thing. It's only a 40. Look at the hit rate right there.
It's 40. It's.
Yeah, I mean, I get what Riek's saying.
I'm gonna try
What'll
this
happen is
Riek, you played Berwick. Why are you doing this?
because this isn't Berwick. This is 2RN.
Yeah, but it's 47 hit. It doesn't make that much of a difference at 47. 2RN makes the biggest difference at 25 and 75.
let me tell.
The
I have
vibe
a
check. You
bad
don't vibe
feeling.
check. Ooh. So,
Man, I wish fucking Ignatz and Felix had like actually halfway decent spell lists.
yeah. Also, I know I'm cheating again, but this is for the kill. I'm gonna deal
Dean,
with.
I don't think any of us are that much sticklers for the made-up rules you
Yeah.
put upon yourself.
That's true.
Yeah.
So burn, bitch, burn.
I'm doing a thing for Terrible Teacher 3 Houses, and I'm like 12 episodes in, and I still haven't decided what the fuck I'm doing with my left. I don't think it matters very much.
I mean, I would go with what the fans suggested and just be like, because I'm a terrible teacher, I'm gonna boost myself up. I'll fucking over.
It was a cool idea, and I think that is what I'm going to do. Recently, I've decided on maybe going ass in. I don't know why I keep pronouncing it that way. It's just funny to me.
I mean,
Where you go? You're going in double ass. That's like a lot of ass.
I mean, have you seen Baleth?
I'm male Baleth, so... Also, why did I just pronounce it
Have you
Baleth?
seen Baleth?
oh,
Is male Baleth cheeked up on a Sunday afternoon?
Oh,
Here
sir.
it comes. Here it comes. Oh,
Please, please, please.
oh yeah.
and
Yeah.
the crest
See,
hit.
we told you.
I mean,
We told you so.
I love making fun of Ryuk, but I actually don't entirely disagree with what he did there.
Yeah, it was like it was a gamble, but it was worth it.
Just a bad situation in general.
But again, this is a chapter where
Nothing matters, so...
Yeah. Okay.
Monopolism, the chapter.
Felix sure is getting ready to fuck your girl.
yeah.
All
So-
of them.
So I'm just like casually scrolling through the Heroes Reddit because of I was looking for the Gatekeeper thing,
And
and I thought this guy posted an image of his brave Marth, and I was like, hold up, why do you have Irvon? And then it turns out, no, I'm just stupid.
Nice one.
wow.
Appreciated.
Just wow, wow.
Also, can we take a fucking moment to talk about how fucking cool the name Genesis Falchion is?
Oh, that is all. Yeah, that's a badass name. Although I'm wondering if Henri ever gets into the game, what they're gonna call his Falchion,
Original Falchion, first
Or-
Falchion.
or it's gonna be called
Or-
the Naga's Fang or something like that.
Yeah, like I said, yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, 'cause we-
I'd fuck with that.
I'm still hoping that we eventually, one day, get an Alm that has the King's Fang. Or, hopefully, in a perfect world, a Rudolph, but...
Okay, nope. That.
You might need to use Byleth for that.
yeah.
Look how useful he is.
Hey, Caspar ain't here to be useful normally.
Yeah, I would use Ruptured Heaven to guarantee the hit.
Not guaranteed, but
Well, not
good enough.
guarantee, but a better chance.
Yeah.
Alright,
It's
so last time-
guarantee or we lose the run.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So here's the fun part. How many of your units is Felix going to kill before he dies?
He
It's
exacts.
one running Byleth, so time for Meat Shield.
You know, this run, and I imagine Stevens too, just fucking... Is this like what Felix is actually supposed to feel like in gameplay?
Yeah, Felix is one of the best combat units in the game. I'm pretty sure. I
Oh
don't-
yeah,
what-
definitely.
Yeah, I don't know Three Houses meta, but I'm pretty sure
No.
Felix is high on that list.
If you're looking for raw damage output, it's Dimitri, Edelgard, Felix.
Yeah, pretty much.
And Dimitri and Edelgard only deal more because their stats are just so much higher.
Yeah. Whereas Felix just has a really good early game
7
ability.
damage.
Because what is it, like 4 free damage if he doesn't have a battalion?
I think it's 5 free damage, and then, you know, he's got the only good crest in the game.
Why is
Some of the quests are pretty good. Like Mercy being able to get more heals early on is nice.
Yeah, but they lack a lot of consistency that would make them really good.
I question-
Felix, it's like you send him in with gauntlets, you can almost guarantee he's going to trigger his crest at least once.
Okay,
Fair enough.
Blaine killed.
Bonk.
Woo! Okay. Like, playing Three Houses again, I'm realizing how much I like playing Three Houses. My only problem with Three Houses is I didn't like the monastery, but I didn't realize just how much I liked playing the game.
Mm-hmm.
So I forgot that Sylvain game.
My sort of issue with Three Houses, other than my goddamn Switch is still broken, has $100 to get sent in and get fixed.
I
But
guess.
like,
Not swinging.
good night, sweet prince. But I think it's issue with Three Houses. I just played so much of it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
you
that's
get-
also my problem.
Yeah, that's a problem a lot of people had, is that, like, you gotta take a break from it.
Yeah. Like, I beat all 4 routes and then took a break.
I beat the routes, took a break, beat Ashen Wolves, took another break. I have not played Three Houses since Ashen Wolves came out. And that was, what, a year and a half ago?
Okay,
Something like that.
Thank you, Felix. Thank you, Raphael. I'm going for it.
I mean, what do you have to lose?
I would have laughed my ass off.
The run?
Oh, okay, Constance, I need you to... I hope that your sword rank... Okay, you're so close to C rank. Good. Because once she gets to C rank, she can use the 11 sword.
Which is exactly what she needs, because sweet baby Christ.
Yeah. Also, hello, Ultimate Recoil. Thank you. Thank you for coming by. So, can't wait for the people to decide to vote up the Flashy Man or Brigand Boss next. God, if Brigand Boss ever actually fucking wins, I'm leaving.
There's no way. That can't happen.
Brigand Boss deserves it more than Gatekeeper.
I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that. You can suck my fucking...
Brigand Boss is funny though, because it's just...
So is Gatekeeper. I like it.
Brigand Boss is just like the most generic name given to the most generic archetype in all of Fire Emblem. I find that hilarious.
Yeah, it is funny. But like, out of all the meme characters to win, Gatekeeper was the only one I'd want to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
The
because...
Japanese
Plus, I love how creative they'd actually got with this kid.
I mean, yeah. Like, he basically was just like, I'm gonna toot my horn. Fuck you guys. Also...
Fool, Dr. Doom toots where he pleases.
Yeah, I was about to say that one fucking meme with Saros.
Yeah. Now...
But I have no idea what it's a parody of, because I just...
Also, Burwick has fucking infected my mind. Because I keep thinking that the command menu is gonna come up before you...
Yeah, that is the most jarring thing. So it's like, oh shit, I can't do that.
Yeah, no. Alright, Armor Knights, not in play, motherfuckers.
I wish that was the case though, so you could still trade and then move.
I know, right? They should make that a thing for FE17. Allowing us to trade and then...
I'm still chuckling at my fucking degeneracy earlier today.
Oh?
When I sat down for 20 minutes and made fucking dinosaurs as mounts for Fire Emblem.
Oh yeah! I can gambit the shit out of... I'm gonna risk this! And it worked!
Gonna rock down to Electric Avenue.
Well, I know the song is Avenue, but just whenever I hear the word electric, it's got to be followed by Boogaloo. I don't make the rules.
I mean, that makes sense, to be honest. I can hear that.
It even has the same amount of syllables, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Boogaloo. It does. You don't want to kill Dedue? I feel like Dedue is the scariest thing.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
By a mile.
Yeah.
Alright. Level up for Lorenz, and he's got...
Good.
Still far from my bed.
You know, this is entirely unrelated, but I don't know why that reminded me of this. So I've been playing Echoes a lot lately.
Smart man.
Because I'm doing a, how do I put this nicely? The most stupid fucking idea for a run I've ever done.
Go on.
So I had all of my units to their final standard promotion before the end of Act 1 and 2.
Alright.
And now, before I do Act 4, I'm getting them all to overclass.
Hey, bud.
Why are you doing that to yourself?
Because I don't know! But it has been interesting to find out what units take forever and which one... Why is Catria faster than Valbar?
What? Shouldn't Castria be faster than Valbar? Isn't that what's supposed to happen?
It's supposed to fucking die, but not with the Steel Shield and defensive.
Good, I've got this.
And because I'm using, like, the Lords of the Dead DLC, because that's just by far the most efficient way to farm experience.
Lane.
Right.
Oh. I love
Imagine
how they
owning
give
FE
Mercy.
DLC. Can't be me.
I will... Oh. Fuck, you got hit.
Alright, real quick, I want to make sure that I don't know if you remember, there's a chest down there.
Doesn't it like have a bullion or a talisman in it?
I'm just reminding you that it's there.
Oh wait, is Dimitri already? Oh wait, Dimitri doesn't. Dimitri hasn't.
Dimitri's just over there vibing!
I thought he was dead already somehow!
Name!
Never mind, you got plenty of time to get that chest to keep going.
Yeah.
Dimitri's probably over there like, guys.
You know that fucking
What are you
cat
doing?
looking at the snow pile up? What's going on over there? That's him looking through the trees.
Yeah.
No, it's the meme of fucking Shaq. Or, I think it's Shaq. Standing behind a tree that he's very clearly not hiding behind.
Yeah. I get you though. I know what you need.
I love how they give Mercedes a bow here.
Yeah. Well, she
So
doesn't have
fucking
attack
funny.
and he's dead. I love
You know,
This
This
is
is a-
Dimitri right now.
this is only the second time I've ever seen someone use flame.
I use
Yep.
flame every run.
I
Beautiful.
believe I used flame? I don't remember. It's been a while.
Arms, attack. Fucking don't stop putting arms and above the attack, you motherfuckers.
Playing
Right?
Fire Emblem, not arms.
My issue on my first playthrough with flame was I was using Marianne, Mercedes, and Dorothea.
Oh.
Oh.
And then on my second playthrough, it was Crimson Flower. And then on Golden Deer, I had Marianne. And I also had Mercedes.
That's fair.
And then for Silver Snow, I was using Happy, Constance, and Marianne.
Guess what? Whatever. Nope. Because it's cool.
And then Ashen Wolves, like, fucking converted me into the Church of Linhardt as the best healer.
I mean, yeah, Ashen Wolf. I've stated my complaints with the Ashen Wolf skill, but that's mostly my complaint.
Right, your opinions, and as playing with you has proven to us, they do not matter, like, at all. Like, holy shit, dude. Holy fuck.
Yep.
But yeah, like my biggest issue is that they try to do a traditional experience of the game
That helps.
in a game where that just doesn't work.
I mean, I think the actual, like, maps and the DLC itself was very fun.
Yeah,
Well,
I disagree
I
there.
really like the map.
That's the
The maps were fun. The only issue they had was that on hard mode, they took a very long time.
It felt like okay. One of my least favorite maps ever came from that DLC. I forget which one. It's either chapter 4 or 5, but it's the one where the further you get, the more it punishes you by putting more units at the exit point. Just floods you, so it's like fuck you by having a turn limit. That was just bullshit. Like just absolute bullshit.
Still have no idea if I'm gonna hate any map more than I hate shit like FE12 20X.
Well, that's because FE12 sucks.
Yeah, it's. Yeah,
I don't
it's.
make the
I
rules.
don't like a lot of those small scale, like close quarters fog of war maps. I love Radiant Dawn. I do not love 1-9. I do
Yeah.
not love that map.
Oh. 1-9. I actually do enjoy 1-9, but mostly because I like to train up Micaiah.
I enjoy
Yeah,
1-9 because I like to
trained
watch
Mik-
Black Knight bonk things.
Okay, in my current, I trained Micaiah. I got her to level 17
Sorry.
before the map. Guess how much speed she had?
Face.
No, it wasn't that bad, but she had 10 speed. Every enemy on that map has bare minimum of like 15.
Right.
So, the only way I could give... I had parry on her to try to get like a couple levels at least. The only way I could give her kills was to have her chip somebody and hide in a forest and like tank a single hit. Because my Micaiah leveled defense like 6 times.
That's
Somehow.
Buggers.
So I just had
Like how this
I could
feels.
take exactly one hit, but got doubled by literally every single enemy.
Also, I don't know why, but I feel like all my units have not gotten good level ups. Very low statted. Aside from Byleth and Tree.
Sort of what happens when you do janky classes.
That's true.
That's true.
All that's left is Dimitri. Will the bitch move? They will not.
He will move once you get in range.
And what's his AS? Got 9 AS. So, Raphael, you're gonna be the tanky bastard that moves. Gang bangs.
Also, Steven, I have to ask your
That's
opinion
fair.
when I'm thinking of Fog of War. What do you hate more? FE6 Chapter 14 or FE6 Chapter 14X? Which one do you hate more? I'm genuinely curious.
That's Arcadia and Vaulting Sage Boogaloo, right?
Yes.
Yes. God damn.
Arcadia. Because the Vaulting Sage is really strong, but there are ways to mitigate. Like, you can deal with him. Arcadia is just bullshit on all fronts.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
pretty accurate.
Fog of War, desert. You gotta find the shit if you want to make the game anything but torture.
And
But
Oh,
why
God,
did you sound like Matt? Why did you sound like Kills there?
No, I just imagined fucking like Roy and Lilena doing a fucking Chills video.
and I can
Oh,
actually
no.
see that, and I want it.
It's so cursed.
I'll do you one better, even.
Oh,
I raise you Cecilia reading SCP,
my God.
like the fucking Vulcan.
Also, it's shocking seeing the hard mode stats after playing on Maddening so many times. 9 AS on Dimitri's shocking. Well, this is what's called a well-designed difficulty.
I said, who the fuck willingly plays Maddening? Who
Played it
does
once
that
and
to themselves?
okay.
So,
I have played Three Houses 3 times. I have not played Silver Snow, but I've played Verdant. My first run was Blue Lion's Heart,
If you've played
Second
Verdant Wind, you've played Silver Snow.
basically. But
I mean-
second run was Verdant Wind and Heart New Game Plus, and third run was Crimson Flower Maddening. Yeah, there's a reason I got hella burnt out on Three Houses despite 3 runs.
nice. Come on,
Yeah.
get some magic, Ignatz, you're a fucking mage.
Is he? Is he really? He could use a magic book, but does that make him a mage?
Look at his class and tell me.
Oh,
My point
he's
still
gonna
stands.
benefit so fucking much from. What's the magic blowjob skill?
Guarding blow?
Fiendish blow.
English
There
blow,
we go.
yes.
Yeah,
I'm not sure who you're
I've,
talking to. I'm not sure who you're dealing with that's giving you fiendish blowjobs, but like,
Oh my god.
I'm a little concerned.
You ever see the imp from Yu-Gi-Oh? Okay, we're gonna.
Oh,
You know, I'm going to attempt oh, I
Nah,
can't.
I've dated some crazy motherfuckers in my time.
the fiendish imp from Yu-Gi-Oh?
Pretty darn close.
What I was real quick gonna say. What the fuck was it? Oh yeah. The thing with Three Houses difficulties, I believe I've said this before, but it has the awakening problem, where hard mode is not hard, and the harder than hard mode is bullshit.
yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
it's either too easy or too hard with no good in between.
Mhm.
But I'll
Yeah.
put it to you this way. I'd rather play Sacred Stones or Path of Radiance on easy mode than play Maddening and Lunatic Plus difficulties. Like,
That's fair.
I think Awakening Lunatic isn't god awful. It's unbalanced still, but it's not the worst thing ever.
Yeah, it could be
It's
much
not- it-
worse.
It really is only once you get to Lunatic Plus. The difficulty that's like, it's almost certainly just a joke at that point.
it
Yeah.
has to be.
Okay, Alright, Flink.
Like, playing Lunatic Plus needs to have like the super ratio warning.
Yeah.
Like, hey, this wasn't playtest.
No, it really wasn't. No, imagine if we got the infernal difficulty that was intended for this game.
suppose my training wasn't.
God, no.
Yeah. Alright, took us 18 turns.
Nice.
And Ignaz's MVP.
I feel like FES had problems with like highest difficulties for a while. I haven't played Fate, so I can't speak to that. And I don't think it was a problem with Echoes, but DSFE,
My thank you
Radiant
so
Dawn
much.
unless you mod out the bullshit.
Yeah.
In which case I've been having
Well
actually
done,
a lot of
Paul.
fun with hard
I
mode
see your
when you
schemes
mod
are
out the
not to be
bullshit.
underestimated.
Pretty much. Yeah.
But yeah, the highest difficulties on DSFE that look incredibly not fun.
Although you're
Though
dead,
I've heard,
you
I've
shouldn't
heard
be here.
Hard 5 is good once
I
you get
can
past
only
the
call-
first few maps.
Less lame. Nice.
It's like Alliance, but blessed.
Yeah, it's... eh.
I'm so close to having constant.
I will say that Fates did by far the best highest difficulties in the series.
Oh, Fate's Lunatic is actually fun to play.
Conquest Lunatic is the hardest game mode in Fire Emblem that is still satisfying to play
It's the.
and isn't actively cruel to the player.
It really isn't. You'll hear a lot of people say, "Oh, Fate's Conquest isn't that good." Shut the fuck up.
Hey, I didn't even start talking.
Oh, I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about the Green Brigand.
Okay.
Oh,
I
no, but I
know
agree
a
with
guy
him.
on I know a guy in SF who's like never wanted to play Fates ever. Someone convinced him to play like Conquest Lunatic and it became his third favorite because he just enjoyed laughing at the story. He enjoyed playing the game, he enjoyed laughing at the story.
Oh, it just throws you into study sessions. Great.
And there was also I think we was talking about like when he was playing Rev as well. How it's like, okay, some of these maps are terrible. He didn't mind some of the maps though. But the
Yeah, Rev
funniest
has
part,
some decent maps. It also has a bunch of very slow maps.
Yeah.
but like there were some. I knew people would clown on Rev's story for a lot of good reasons, but I did not know about the scene where Garen randomly starts T-posing on his throne, ranting about he's gonna burn the entire world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually a legit
So
fucking thing that
funny.
happens.
I know. I saw the scene and I'm just like, what? What?
Okay, so all of them
But
live.
it's not any of
They're
this
gonna
a good idea.
But you should really play at least Conquest, because I think you might really like the gameplay.
Yeah, you will like Conquest. I will attest to that shit. You will like Conquest. Sorry, I'm just doing all the class stuff because I'm playing here.
Yep.
The fucking Garen T-pose villain speech is just so good.
Which is also, if memory serves, the only reason a non-Kos is slain.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the only reason. Like, according to the guy anyway, that's like the only reason that some of the Nora Royals defect is because of that.
Because, like, Xander was almost certainly already going to go and help Corrin,
Yeah, he pretty much was.
but he wouldn't have done it as quickly. So Corrin would have already been gone by that point.
Yeah.
Listen, fucking Disney, one of the biggest
My
companies in
effort-
the world, actually wrote the line, somehow Palpatine returned. You can get away with anything.
You know
You
what?
can write whatever the fuck you want.
Fair.
Now I need to go back to drinking. I need to be that movie. I need to be the
yeah,
sequel to Fuck you.
Hey,
My opinion on
episode
the
7
my opinion
wasn't
is-
bad.
Okay,
Yeah, my
episode
opinion on the
7.
sequels is that Episode 7 was a very unoriginal but still enjoyable movie. Episode 8 was a heavily flawed but interesting movie.
Episode 8 is an interesting movie. Suck my fucking dick, Spara.
Yeah,
Just wanted to make fun of somehow Palpatine returned. I didn't mean to start a fucking war here.
It's
I'm
like
not
it's
going-
very
I'm done
flawed,
here.
but it's
I'm
got
done.
flaws in interesting ways.
Okay, I will say that, like, it is... I actually like watching episode 9 because it's hilarious.
I had no idea.
I'm never gonna watch this. No, I could not. I wanted to. I watched it when it came out. I wanted to leave the theater.
I want to get into Star Wars, but it's like,
Just pretend the sequels don't exist.
Also, I love how my audience count has jumped up the second I started talking about Star Wars. Holy shit.
I smelt it.
Yeah.
No one wants to bitch at Star Wars like Star Wars fans.
I'm not even a Star Wars fan. Like, the first movie I ever
I'm not
remember
really
seeing was episode 3.
And it's the best of the prequel movies.
The
True,
prequels
yeah.
were actually good, though. I'm gonna defend them. I will defend
fun fact, I have
defend
never...
Go on.
I've never actually watched any Star Wars movie except for Episode 7.
You're smart. Stop while you're ahead.
I don't know. I think watching 4, 5, and 6 are fine. 1,
Yeah.
2, and 3 are fine as well.
Yeah.
1 through 3 are like interesting concept with bad execution.
I think the
but
funniest...
for the most part, there are just some moments of good execution in there, but a lot of it is just.
Yeah, pretty much.
I've just kind of slowly extrapolated, like, most of the story from
Yeah.
memes.
You know what? That's fair.
Huh. Alright. I'm just scrolling through Facebook and I saw this as we're talking about Star Wars, and I think it's some kind of sign.
Oh. Are you sharing it in the
Damn
chat?
it.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, hello Melfor, great to see you.
It is... So Claude is both a Jedi and a fucking Atla bender.
Yeah.
It's just a dick bender.
That's just how it works. I don't make the rules.
I have never seen a character make more people gay for them than Claude.
Yeah. I blame Joe Zija for that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Ready?
Man, this is entirely random, but I'd love to get like a full FE game in the style of art that like Zephiel, Gatekeeper, and Bantu are drawn in Fae.
That'd be awesome. Oh, you mean like eBay?
Yeah.
I would
Oh,
be down.
he doesn't draw them. He draws,
I thought.
It's not Ipe didn't do Gatekeeper.
Question,
It was
Professor.
the guy that did what he was saying, Zephiel, Jagan, original Ogma,
You really think so?
Yeah, all of them.
Amila.
Mhm.
The DXP right there.
Professor.
Gunter. Ipe's done Dorcas, Arden, Garen, Walhart,
Right.
Dorcas again.
Professor.
What else did Ipe do?
God, why'd I just imagine the phrase dork ass and then like the fucking Omni-Man meme?
Odd.
Tomas doesn't seem to be. I've been researching.
I'm sorry if you understand that.
I do, and fuck you.
Much appreciated.
I don't really,
I'm ready
and I
to do
think I'm
this.
glad.
Right.
Yeah, be happy. You don't understand that.
Gotta go.
Has finally got C plus in C and R.
Yamada Akihiro?
Experience is everything.
Yeah, this is the guy I was
Oh wait,
thinking of.
Melfor, does Falconet require C rank?
I'm getting it.
Yes, it does.
Yes. Yes.
Am I starting to
Okay.
master this?
Then she's just gonna
It's
be a
all
then
becoming clearer.
Leonie's gonna be a Okay, then yeah, I need to start like
still far
a
from
little
it
bit
out.
into whatever. As long as I have a 50%, I also used up all of my renown because I'm not using any more of it to buy all the stuff in the Abyss.
Usually I just buy a rapier and use it as like Violet's perf for most of the game.
I could do that.
I do not. It is a struggle merely to stay conscious, and yet
First things first, arena in the West. Okay, Falconite is sea swords, aliens, plus flying. Okay, good to know. Alright, brawling time. Althis. Kick their ass.
You know, Riot, you made fun of me for not knowing you could heal in the arena, but a lot of people didn't either, so you can go suck a dick.
Really?
How do people not notice that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a prompt.
Yeah,
I
there's...
never noticed it.
It gets
And when I-
explained in the tutorial too.
You know, if I get by with lower ranks, I probably will get by with lower ranks for Falcon Knight. All things...
Falcon Date?
I said Falcon Knight, not Dite.
Falcon Date. Oh yeah, new legendary weapon dropped.
The Falcon Knight. Ooh, this guy deals nothing.
0 times 2.
Althis just decided to win.
Well, he's not even using the shield. He's holding in his hand. The guy's just punching him, and his abs are so powerful that nothing happens.
Yes, it's beautiful.
You know,
Why were the early fucking fighters able to do damage and the later ones
Oh,
not?
it's because he's damaged. That's why. Personal.
yeah.
Personal skill, isn't it like resolve basically?
Yes.
Mhm.
Personal skills like resolve. So it's gonna use. So yeah. Now.
He gets 6 strength and defense when he's below half HP.
Yeah. So. It might seem ridiculous to keep him at low HP, but whatever.
It probably increases his consistency low
Yeah.
too.
Oh yeah, almost certainly.
But speaking of funny things in the arena, does like anyone just not spam Edelgard for it on Crimson Flower route?
I was about to say, on non-Crimson Flower routes, yes.
Yeah. I mean, I don't.
Because like you just use Hubert for the magic ones and Edelgard for everything else.
I know you fit medicine, but magic.
I can recruit
Hello,
Manuela.
Professor. You want me to
Means
just
for next
say the
streams.
word, and I'll. Don't worry, it's only now.
I've got a whole bunch of people to corrupt for next stream. Actually, you know what? Screw it. When it comes time for lessons, I'm letting you pick one thing.
No.
Oh no. What?
Yeah, I'm letting you guys just because I don't want to create another straw poll. You guys are fucking here.
Fucking Aiden just randomly messaged me if I had Discord Nitro at any point, and I literally just sent him this.
He also just...
Isn't that a thing from Monster Hunter?
I don't know.
Alright, well, glad we had this conversation.
It's just a random emote from a server I'm in.
Hey, I used
But
to
based
think
on
they
the
were best.
context clues, I would wager that it is probably from Monster Hunter.
Special.
That looked this.
So, right now I'm just gonna be doing feeding all my students and stuff so I can get their motivations. That's what I always do. Wait,
Oh no, they have.
wait, fuck, I should.
This is me.
We'll share this Poplio.
Where are they? There's the two I can recruit. You're gonna start a quest, but I can do the quest in a bit.
Of the 4. Hi, Professor. I bet we'd get along.
Okay, that wasn't my internet shutting out. It was just tapering off really weirdly.
Oh, sorry, I'm just trying to
If I take care
remember
as
where
you
all
were
the other
saying,
people
that
are.
reminds- want?
I'm trying to
Hey,
recruit Onaman and the other
Working
Falcon
hard. I
faculty
can
that's
assist with
here.
any tasks or.
Fair enough.
I'm available.
Here. There's Hanuman. Hell yeah.
Boy.
Professor,
Yeah, because he's actually part of the trade quest, so.
I thought if only...
I'm trying to recruit him first
Professor,
and then just start
of course,
feeding
I have
them
to be
all
true to the field.
so that I
and
can,
yet never.
I can start teaching them.
I love how it's never really established outside of supports. They do eat outside of when you feed them.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like, you're just supposed to kind of assume that.
Nope. They go starving until I feed them. Fuck that.
God, you're running a very abusive ship.
Yes, I am.
Perform well or you don't get to eat.
That's not... This is...
You follow my rules or you die. Just look at Anna, Happy, and Hilda.
Oh, so that's what they mean by getting fat.
Shamir, girl.
God. I love
Having
Shamir.
words
I'm
together
kind
with
of
Shamir.
like no feelings about Cyril at all.
I like Cyril
just-
a lot.
I saw one Dojin one time,
I did not need to know that. Thank
and I
you. Fuck
cannot
you.
unsee it now. That fucking, like, cover art, I guess, is, like, engraved in my mind.
Catherine Balfour. There we go. The
How
fact,
old is Catherine here?
like, she's like 30.
Eating food up.
Balthus is also 30. I can look in their roster.
Balthus is 27. I just don't remember how old Catherine is here.
Balthus is not 27. Oh yeah, Balthus is 27. You're right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Catherine is.
There's 28.
Yes.
You know, maybe Balthus makes it a lot more sensical that you actually get to teach Catherine and Shamir.
Yeah. I mean, well, I forgot that they had a support.
Yeah, it's one fucking Lester jackass to another.
True. Alright, just taking care of these real quick, because bonuses. Also, I thought we've been going for 2 hours at this point. It's only been an hour. That
Yeah.
last
Yep.
chap-
I will gladly leave and get the fuck out of here, man. That's great.
No, stay. Stay. I need you. I need
I'm checking Instacart, and if they give me a good deal to go do grocery shopping for them, I'm gonna fucking.
I mean, if you're leaving because of work shit, that's fair.
I'm going if there's a good deal. Someone wants me to get $9 to go grocery shopping for them 3 miles away. Fuck that shit. We're gonna wait until we get a better deal.
You know, Professor White.
That's my occupation now. It's like grocery shop for people that are too rich and don't need to give a shit about shopping for their own food, or are too poor and can't afford a car to shop for their own food.
I have a request.
I mean,
It takes you different places, let me tell you.
speaking of, like, the school job, unfortunately, has not called me the fuck back. Like, the job I was applying for has not called me back. And I'm just like, god damn it. But luckily there's a, like, you know how, like, you have, like, stuff, like, the thing that you're doing in Instacart?
Yes.
They have something for, like, pet sitting that's flexible hours and whatnot. And that's gonna pay well, so I applied for that shit. I'm just going to get approved for that. Also,
Good
pet
luck with that.
trap.
I'm not really an animal person, so I wouldn't be good at that at all. But you know what? Go for it, Riek. Who the fuck had the audacity to message me on Facebook? I don't have
Dex
friends.
in writing.
Oh, it was a notification for a comment on a post completely unrelated to me.
Oh.
Imagining opening Facebook more than once in every 3 years.
I just heard,
What is it?
who
I
the
have
fuck
sit
was it
still.
on Facebook? I don't have any
I
friends.
have something to ask you.
The mood.
And yeah, this is just gonna be quest after quest for a little bit, because you gotta take care of all your quests. And
Ah, yes, hide behind the door, Byleth, and then just phase through it like a fucking ghost.
Beautiful.
The door's imaginary.
I have a love-hate relationship with the two-toned whetstone quest. Because, like, it's almost really funny that it's a fucking trade quest.
Yes.
Well done. You have my thanks.
But it's also like, am I not supposed to see the name of a two-toned whetstone as an innuendo?
No, you are.
Or...
You are. The dialogue even makes it a fucking
yeah. This quest alone is probably what caused a lot of people to go, yeah, these two are fucking gay.
It's what... Yeah, pretty much. It is.
Sorry, I was disassociating for like a solid 5 minutes there. What are we talking about?
It's okay, dude. I do it too.
I could use your help.
Shamir and Catherine, I think.
Yeah, the innuendo of the two-toned whetstone, how it's probably the sole reason why a lot of people think that they're gay.
Yeah. It pretty much is.
I mean, yeah.
Because, like, do they even have other, like, standard scenes together?
They support each other, right?
Professor,
They do.
do you ever
Yeah, but it would be weird if they didn't.
This one, it was
Yeah.
half a year.
If I remember, there's, like, nothing of the sort in their supports either. It's been a while. Because usually I only use one or the other. I don't generally use both.
I use both because I love both.
I remember my first run, I actually paired off Catherine with Dimitri. My first run.
Really?
And Shamir, I don't think I used. Because I don't really like bow
I have a
units
favor
that
to
much.
ask.
But in this game, they're pretty good, so.
Yeah.
Of the
I mean,
four-
Shamir's, like, no shit, one of the best units in the
Hey, you.
game.
Do me a
So...
favor.
Jameer is great. On we go.
Phenomenon.
No, man.
Hello, Dimitri. We're not with you
Professor,
yet.
I
That's
can
next
offer
Iron
nothing
Man.
more than this. I am in your debt, Professor.
Honestly, I'm gonna be impressed if you manage to lose the Blue Lions, Iron Man.
I mean, Azure Moon does have the most maps of any route.
It does.
Professor, there are more knights. The underlying it is most
Doesn't have
distressing.
more than
Professor, what do you think about in
Verdant
that?
Win. They have the same amount.
They have the same amount, yeah, 22
They have
chapters.
the same amount. My mistake.
Yep. It's just that Verdant Win's last map is considerably shorter.
Yeah, fun fact, there's a cheese strut that's still here that you can do for the final map.
Man, I fucking love that map. I love boss rush maps.
Honestly though, as much as I love Verdant Wind, I know you don't, and I know that Steven here doesn't. But oh, this is the Avatar thing.
Wait, what don't I like?
I hope you're up
You
for a
don't care for
challenge.
Verdant Wind that much?
That's just story-wise. Maps are fine, from what I remember.
Yeah, like the maps are mostly just uninteresting to me,
Yeah, well,
but overall they're fine.
well, what I was gonna say, like I was talking about story stuff in particular,
Yeah.
but I wish that, like, they should have swapped the final maps of Silver Snow in.
Yeah.
Like, we should have faced off against Rhea in the final chapter of. And then faced off against Nemesis in the final chapter. No.
That would have been a lot more thematic.
Yes. Imagine like you defeat
Impressive.
that crusty old bastard. Also, am I able to do this arena quest now?
What?
Also, wait. Oh, wait. So, is
I'm
this...
too weak.
Oh, wait, this chapter isn't Battle of Eagle, and it's next chapter. Or isn't the, Dancer chapter, it's next chapter.
Doesn't
Yeah.
say Battle of Eagle and Lion. It's what you just did.
Yeah!
I was like, then what the fuck were we doing at the start of this?
Yeah. So just a fever dream.
Fantastic. Thanks,
I mean,
Professor.
it's my existence,
You
it
have
might as
no
well be.
idea.
Fire Amulet, who does that go to? Hey, Azure Moon endgame is hell, but Nature destroys it, so it's fun.
Hey,
Yeah!
Professor, want to trade me what you're holding?
I
Thanks, Professor.
will
This
stand
is
by that I
great.
think Dimitri is one of the single most fun units of the entire series.
Oh, he is! Like, cause
He
he
just
can
kills
just...
the shit out of things.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Pretty much.
Not to mention that, like, he's got a fucking baller aesthetic, both before and after Chapter 18.
Yeah.
Like, fucking edgy murder boy transforms into fucking badass looking Night Lord.
Yeah.
And, you know, he has some problems that need resolving in the mental state, but it's okay. We got plenty of fathers to kill.
Hello, Professor. Would you
Yep.
mind trading it with me for... Oh, thank you so much. I'll be sure to take great...
I need to get my writing Petra, because I do plan to recruit Petra, because fuck facing her the times.
I thought you said writing,
It's
like
not
as
too much
in...
of a bother.
Writing
On
with a
paper.
pencil. That's
Yeah.
what I also thought you said.
No,
And I was like, what? Hold up.
Writing, R-I-D-I-N-G.
I think that would be a really cool take on this kind of game, though, is like you have to actually teach them academics too.
That'd be
I've always
interesting,
wondered.
you know, like... Okay, Linhart, I don't need right now. Ready? And now back to these guys.
Bara, stop shitposting.
God. What did he post?
You too.
You brought it, Professor? How? You can't even afford your... Give it here.
Excuse me.
Seems the professor...
Oh.
Thanks.
Oh,
Here's... I knew I could count
Meant to
on
give
you.
it to Catherine, or meant to give it to Shamir, but whatever. It's the same quest either way.
It's the good shit post. What do you mean?
Doza? Dozel?
Yeah.
Bara,
Have you ever, no, Matt, do I tell him the Gaiden dialogue for that? The whole
do it.
you know, like there's the dialogue early on in like Guiding Echoes was like talking about like Echoes talking about like Desai, like overthrowing the government. In one of the old Gaiden patches, it's General Tozen has gone coup d'etat with his plan.
Okay, 1 second. So I'm going to, Steven, you're going first.
What?
Okay, based
Oh,
on...
I don't like pressure.
but
We're
based
going
on-
to Brazil, motherfucker.
Okay, so between what Manuela has a blue arrow on, which is Sword, Faith, and Flying, pick one.
Flying. You can make her a, not Valkyrie, what's the other one? Flyer? Dark Flyer?
Yes.
Alright,
Dark Flyer. You're just gonna have to teach her how to read naughty books.
okay, Matt. Pick the second one. That
Oh,
can be
fuck.
anything. That can be anything.
Why did you give
Lances.
Matt the most flexibility?
Bara's gonna get the most flexibility too. It's
What the fuck?
and then next turn it's gonna be Spara to be going first. I'm going in reverse.
Okay.
It's going to be like drafting.
I know. Yeah, I get it.
So we've already gotten flying lances,
Yep.
Yes.
bows.
Okay, flying bows. Oh wait, Matt's turn. It was Matt's turn. I'll put bows anyway.
No, I said lances.
He said lances.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
hear you. Flying, lances, bows. Okay, cool.
I'm being nice for once.
Yes.
Alright, pick Hanuman. Spara. Based off of his 3, bow, reason, and writing. Pick something for Hanuman.
I have to pick this one. I was gonna pick heavy armor. Damn it. Riding. Fine.
Writing?
One of you better pick heavy armor so we can do Great Knight Hanuman.
Okay, Matt.
You know what I'm doing. Heavy armor.
Yes.
Okay, and
Yes.
finally, Steven, you get free choice.
What? What were the two they picked? Heavy armor and what?
Heavy armor and writing.
Axes.
Axes. Okay, we're going with freaking Great Knight Hanuman. This is great.
Knight.
Is indeed great.
Alright, now you get to pick from Swords or Brawl for Catherine, Steven.
Brawl.
Brawl, okay. Matt, now you have free range of any.
Faith.
Faith?
Yes. And I guess I'll be nice and help you out with that with axes.
Axe, so we're doing War Cleric Catherine.
Yes.
Yep.
Alrighty. Shamir with lances and bows. Spara, you get to pick between one.
She's got higher bow rank, so lances.
Alright. Matt, free range.
What do you think I'm gonna pick? Give me that fucking faith.
Yes.
Okay.
Holy Knight, Holy Knight, Holy Knight, let's go.
Steven!
Pick riding,
Yeah.
please.
What are my options here?
Everything.
What's been chosen?
Lance,
Lances
Faith.
and faith.
Lances and faith. Oh, so the obvious answer is for me to say riding, so we can go Holy Knight.
That's what they want, but it's your choice.
Sure, I'll give it to him. Riding.
Alrighty.
I would have laughed my ass off if you just said fucking heavy armor.
I was really thinking about it.
That would have been so good.
Alrighty. So, I'm gonna go and find close to
I've come.
shit. I always do
My efforts have.
my roll. Hi. This is my mistake, but I'm sticking with it because I love it all so much.
That was. You.
Brawl armor.
Better than before.
I feel like I made the biggest mistake Link choose, but I also Good.
It's fun.
I thought you learned another spell at C+ for some reason. It's not close. No need. Close to your bow rank, I think. Yes.
I
And
will not.
it's just there. And where's Caspar? Okay, he's not close. Lane is close to her brawl rank though. So
I would like.
we're gonna be smart and give her some brawling.
I need to go and fucking grind up my
I would.
rates.
All thanks.
Oh yeah, you're playing Faye?
No, I'm not, but I should be so that I can grind up Marth.
Fair enough. I need to log on to Faye to get my free. That's who I'm going.
The only other one that I like want is Marianne,
Yeah.
but I don't want to summon for her.
I feel that.
Yeah, sure. I was just thinking of this again, Steven.
What's up?
So, when I did my Path of Radiance Ironman, I might have mentioned this in your server. I think I did actually, but the when I got to chapter 12, Jill bugged and flew up to Ike almost immediately, and just spent the rest of the map waiting next to him.
Wait, really?
I've never seen
Yeah.
that before. What the
Yeah, she
fuck?
just flew up to him and started waiting next to him.
Oh, wait, was she on Was she
Yeah,
on...
they were both on the boat. They were both on the boat. and
Okay,
there was
okay, I was
nothing
about to
obstructing
say,
them.
because I hate that shit.
Yeah, no, they were both on the boat. There was nothing obstructing them. Jill was just sitting next to Ike. There was no talk conversation. For the entire thing. So I just never got Jill and I never got Har.
That is very, very strange.
Yeah, that is strange.
How bizarre. I was referencing a specific video with that, but then I realized, wait, that's not going to translate well.
But yeah, that was the only proper death I had that Ironman was in that chapter when I was so fucking confused. I moved and missed in range of a raven and she died. That was the one death.
Again, riding axe and armor. Okay. Axe and armor time. Flying lance.
Oh, for a second I was like, is that what we did for the oldie axe armor Manuela?
No.
Probably literally the worst unit in the game.
Axe and faith time. Faith and riding bow brawl. Going riding. Okay, good. Sorry, I'm just making sure everyone's set before we continue on with this. Because this is always the most tedious part for me. I keep having to go back and fucking forth. There. Accordingly. Yeah, she's going for Falcon Knight. And there we go. Finally.
Professor.
Oh, I don't want you to listen to what I want to teach you. Fuck you guys. There we go.
Sir, could we do something that we're actually half decent at? No, fuck you.
No.
No.
We trained him wrong on purpose. As a joke.
Yes. Art.
Damn, this run really is just free advertising for you.
It really is. Yeah.
Hey.
Because somehow Riek is managing to do things even worse than the run, where the entire premise is doing things poorly.
Yeah.
Well, you know what is free advertising? You know what?
I'm
Good job.
looking sharp.
You know, I'm surprised. I was gonna ask you, like, when joined on to advertise this in your server, but I already advertised it in your server.
Yeah, that's say you've been doing that for me.
Yeah.
Or for yourself, excuse me. The entire point of that channel is to shill yourself.
It is.
So...
Although a lot of self-promotion channels get like looked over. Discord makes sense because like it's always. Wait, it's not connected to the internet, but it's okay. I was going to do battles anyway. And I've got a fuck ton of paralogs. Holy shit.
Yeah, you really do. Holy shit.
Or at least a pair of them, yeah.
But I'm gonna do these quests first.
If you have more than just a pair of them, see your doctor.
Look, you heard what I said. Go ahead. I'm actually kind of sad. I was hoping people wouldn't.
This is why I ignore you.
He was just responding to something I said.
Oh.
I just muttered it.
Oh, okay.
He heard it. No one else did.
I didn't.
It was a genuinely terrible dad joke I muttered. Which I'm not repeating, by the way. No.
I gotta apologize, boys. A good deal came up for Instacart, so I gotta go make some money.
Go ahead, man.
Okay, see you, broadcast.
Fuck off. Stay safe, everybody.
I will stay in SFW. Technically, NSFW is the same thing as OSHA violations.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Big anime titties are an OSHA violation, confirmed.
I've got Cyril in his commoner class though. Oh, writing and brawl, so I need to get him some gauntlets. Gauntlets. Get a good bow.
Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Is that the one?
No.
Let's go punch
Is that
now.
the one? Thanks a bunch.
Really random, but I think one of the funniest things
Come back.
about pretty much the entirety of this CYL is, if memory serves, Gatekeeper has a pretty similar skill to Distant Pressure, where he takes damage after combat, but
Yeah.
it's a defensive stat. So what's the fucking point?
I don't.
Like, haha, I take less damage, but then I take the same amount of damage afterward.
I've given up understanding what.
I think they're expecting you to run it with like a Mystic Boost set.
I can
Put
see
me in
that.
there.
Leave it
Also,
to me.
I'm hyped for the eventual like CYL 3 refines.
Those are gonna be.
I hope they do with Ulm what everyone thinks they'll do with Ulm, where he just bonks people.
That'd be fun. I'd be down for that.
Ready when you are.
Seeing Cyril in like his actual commoner
Let's get
outfit
to
is
it.
always so fucking jarring.
It is. I agree.
Because like you have all of these, you know, very well put together people, and then you have this fucking orphan rat man.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like,
That's pretty much it. That's it. That's Cyril. And level up. Ooh,
I feel like I grew up.
good stats. Master Commoner yet, but he's on his way. He's not mastered it, but he's got the spirit.
Sure thing.
the master commoner.
I just
Give it
noticed,
my
how
all.
long have you had the cursor on the screen?
Oh, I took it off. I
Come on,
just realized I had it too.
I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just gonna wait to see how long it took for anyone to notice.
Let us away.
Constance, can Constance her Levin's sword yet? She can!
The sun.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, she can use the Kevin Levin sword.
Thanks.
I feel like that's a reference that I get, but at the same time, don't get it.
It's Ben 10.
Oh, right! The good show.
Who, me?
I love Ben 10 so much. That was part of my...
That show was so good. Like, I think the worst part about it nowadays is, like, the reboot isn't bad, but it's got that god-awful style.
The problem with Ben 10 was that it lasted too...
I think the Alien Force and Ultimate Alien were fine, but once you got to, like, Omniverse and shit, it just kind of started falling apart.
The problem was is that, like, Ben 10 had a natural end point, and they went way past that natural end.
Indeedly do.
Although, I will say this, the alien designs of that show were...
Do the trick.
Oh yeah, they were baller.
Lane heal on everybody.
Like, Ben 10 is just straight up a fucking masterclass in character design.
Oh yeah. I also had the... I'll just say this, Grandpa of Tennyson was one of the... Like, is in the league of badass old men, next to Iroh, and fucking, like, Master Roshi.
Fucking every shonen mentor.
Pretty much, yeah.
Man, I still think, like, the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard is... I've heard several people call Dragon Ball generic, and it's like... Why do you say that? Because Naruto did this too, and it's like...
If... No, Dragon Ball originated this shit. You fuckers.
Dragon Ball's the one that fucking came up with all the tropes.
Dragon Ball. I'm fucking stupid right now. My brain is, like, mixing up my words. You know what I meant, though.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just funny. Because I managed to convince one of my friends to watch Dragon Ball finally. And they decided to start at Z instead of watching the original.
Not a bad start.
I mean, you could start, like, in Super or GT, which are way worse, but...
Okay. Oh, thank you for agreeing with me that Super is worse. Thank you.
Super is infinitely worse than Z in the original Dragon Ball, but it's also just like...
I have so many issues.
With Z, it's... Alright, good writing, good characters, great fights. In Super, it's just, let me watch my monkey man beat the shit out of a buff alien.
Pretty much, yeah, exactly. Like, you lose all...
There's nothing else to Super, but it doesn't need anything else, really.
Yeah. I mean, I actually did like GT myself, but...
I mean, GT, the issue with it is... The Super 17 arc and the Black Star Dragon Ball Saga were both really... And,
yeah.
But then you had, like, Baby and the Black Star Dragon Ball. Not the Black Star Dragon Ball, but the Shadow Dragons.
Yeah.
Both of which were really cool. The Shadow Dragon just had the issue of an amazing premise that was done really weirdly.
Yeah, exactly. For Yuriken Kill, his Right.
Sorry, Sparrow. There's just not a lot going on screen right
No,
now.
it really isn't. This is just like a freaking, these missions...
Just say because I have never I don't really watch a lot of shonen or anime in general.
Yeah, you're not a weeb. Well, you're a weeb, but you're a weeb in denial.
No, it's like the level where it's like you play the games and you've watched some, but you're not like actively seeking it out. You just kind of like hear about it. You're like, okay.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't play Faye like y'all.
Yeah, I don't even play Faye much myself anymore. I quit. I quit around book 5 starting because I just didn't care. But I still like the thing that the reason I keep up with Faye stuff is because like Faye is the most successful like Fire Emblem game financially.
I mean, yeah, it's a fucking gacha.
Yeah, but the thing is that like I still have a theory that like if you pump your money like like if you pump money into a banner, you're supporting that particular game. Like, you know, I have a theory that the more we pump into a neutral banner, more likely an FE4 remake is gonna happen.
Okay, it's not an if on an FE4 remake. I've explained this before, but because of how much money that would make, and even just the Japanese market,
it's a win.
It would, you know, they could release it anytime, and they'd make several millions.
Yeah, pretty much.
At minimum. Because, again, FE4 and FE3 are pretty much the two most, like, highly regarded games in the series in Japan.
They are.
So...
like, it's not even up for debate, just straight up they are. Like, FE3 is the best-selling Japan-only FE game, but real games are the highest regarded.
I mean, I know that Thracia isn't, like, anywhere near as highly regarded as, like, FE4 and FE3.
It's still, like sales-wise, no, but, like... But, yeah, it's... Yeah, the Western fans actually, funny enough, regard Thracia better than the Japanese fans. But
yeah.
But I blame Mecha for that.
Mm-hmm. Like... I'm not gonna get into a Thracia arena right now.
No.
Ready for it.
No, I just don't want to reiterate shit I've already said.
Yeah. We know, mate. We know.
But yeah, like, I did have an interesting realization recently of that I think one reason Thracia feels so janky is because it was coming after the game that defined the series going forward in FE3.
Yeah.
And one of the most creative games in the series to date.
I mean,
it was really hard when you were dealing with those as the most recent games for Thracia to stand out.
I see where you're coming from, although I can't say that Thracia isn't creative.
Oh, it is, but I think that it was overcompensation that caused a lot of the issues I have with it.
And that's fair. That's perfect.
Of it was trying too hard to be different from FE4 and FE3.
So far.
Yeah. I get ya. I get exactly what you're saying.
Like, it has a lot of great ideas, but I've said it before and I'll say it again. The biggest problem with Thracia is a lot of ideas that needed to be in different games to be used to their fullest.
Yeah, because it's the big book of ideas that a few of them work for the game. Like, honestly, Capture works very well for Thracia.
Yeah. Like, some of them worked well, and then you have shit that's just kind of there, like movement stars, and fucking, like, just, there's a bunch of really random bullshit. Fucking staves missing is still so fucking stupid.
Yeah, that one's just a ridiculous idea. But,
like, you can defend it as much as you want with, oh, but they have vulneraries for you to capture, and it's like, yeah, but it costs an entire fucking turn to use vulnerary.
That's the idea there, is that at least in the early game, they wanted you to use staves more preemptively.
Yeah.
The only problem is, doing it like that, it's not going to make anyone do it preemptively. People are just going to play it anyway, because it's not going to matter most of the time.
Yeah.
It's going to miss, and it's like, you got punished for a thing the game didn't do a good job conditioning you for.
Pretty much,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Like, if you didn't get a healer in the early game, that would be a very different story. But you do.
Yeah, you get Nana early on.
Yeah, it's like you get a healer. It's not like you're without one.
Yeah, exactly. 99%.
Ye olde bunk.
99% do it. Aw.
Nope. Not gonna risk it, bitch.
I am maturing at a rapid pace.
Limp brisket for the limp biscuit.
So I really should change her into a Pegasus.
Yeah, probably. That would probably help.
Right. And best girl gets level up. Let's see what she gets.
I
Nice.
wonder how.
Oh, that's actually really
I
good.
never doubted
Yeah.
you.
Man, Berwick's a weird game.
It really,
Yeah.
Berwick.
It's like, for me personally, I'm still very liable to say that the TRS and Vistarius are still very much FE. Berwick, it's only included in there because it's a Shozo Kaga game. It's
Yeah.
Mhm.
not really FE, and
Yeah.
I think that's one of the biggest things that kind of damages the fact that people kind of go into it expecting it to be more like FE.
Yeah, like I remember, like I know that Yast has dropped Berwick. He just couldn't get in.
I have gratitude.
Yeah, Berwick. You know, for me, I'm lucky that the story is fucking fascinating so far.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
I agree with you there because a lot of Berwick stuff makes me want to drop. I'll be honest, I'm not gonna lie.
Like, if it weren't for the story being so good, I probably would have dropped it after, like, not even after, but like in 5 main.
Yeah,
Then he got way better, and 6 main was a fun map, so.
yeah, pretty much.
Meanwhile, Suarez over here judging me for being bad at the game.
I mean, okay, I've seen far worse, trust me. Like, I've seen people, have to reset, like... I was watching one person play recently, in, like, 2 main, and they kept getting fucked over by the Swordbreaker guy. On the one hand, I'm just like, yeah, it's the Swordbreaker guy, I feel bad for you, because that guy's a total dick. But at the same time, it's also there for a reason.
Yeah, you gotta pay attention. One of the things I do is about early FEs and like Kagasaga games is having to pay attention to weapons. Because, like, I will say this, a lot of current FE is very stat-based more than anything.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I think, weirdly enough, Fates, in terms of its gameplay, feels the closest of modern FE to, like, the older games.
I agree, and that's...
Because, and even then, it's got high stats, but it's not like,
Well,
they're only marginally higher than GBA.
Yeah.
Like, they're in this weird in-between of GBA and Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn, and it's just weird.
Yeah.
But because of how they just balanced it with
Ready when you
everyone
are.
has fairly low HP stats,
leave it to me.
it feels a lot more like
Let's
old
get to
FE.
it.
Although it's funny because old FE had high as fuck HP stats.
Yeah, but in exchange, they had lower defensive stats.
And lower caps.
Yeah.
Too. Like, you cannot tell me that these games had, like, 20 caps were not
Ready
that
and
high.
willing.
Yeah, but
Cannot-
that worked in the game's benefit a lot of the time.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I will defend it. The game,
I expected as much.
for Claude right there. Yeah,
Put me
honestly.
Like, I think that I understand why they're like that in Thracia, but again, Leaf, where's the holy blood?
Yeah,
Stand ready.
I mean, okay, I will say this, as much as I like the idea,
I'm on it.
the Holy Blood Scrolls shouldn't have been in Thracia. They just don't make any sense.
Yeah. Like, that's, as I've been thinking on Thracia more, that I said I wasn't gonna fucking talk about Thracia. God damn it.
Well, we're actually having an actual discussion here. It's not just you rambling. Us having an
But-
actual discussion.
Recently, I realized one of the biggest problems with Thracia for me is it's almost just disrespectful to the lore of FE4.
It very much can be. I can see
Because you have shit like Holy Blood, which in neutral is a massive fucking deal, even if you've only got minor Holy Blood.
that. Yes.
Much less, 2 minor Holy Bloods. Like a certain someone. And it's just kind of ignored for all but like 3 units.
Yeah.
And even those 3 units, it's like only one of them actually has anything that would be related to Holy Blood
Pretty
from
much.
FE4. And that's,
Yeah.
Saturn for SETI.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, that's fucking with one of the most integral aspects of FE4's lore. And then the fucking scrolls are just weird.
Scrolls, oh, as I said, I like the idea of them, but they shouldn't exist.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, if they... In another game, I feel like if they decide to do another game like that, I feel like they could work all things.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, the blood of these heroes is lost forever, aside from scrolls that imitate them. Or shit like that.
Probably more thematic would be like rings that give you like stat growths like they do in Path of Radiance.
Yeah. Or the Taurus shards.
Yeah. Like, I think the Star Shards were just a much less janky version of the Crusader Scrolls.
They really were. Like, Kaga got it right the first time.
Wait for my next
I can
draw.
see you wanting to like, improve on it. Except, like, lore-wise, he didn't really improve on it.
Yeah.
It's a big lore issue, I think, else.
Mm-hmm. And also just like, couldn't you have just achieved some of this by giving stats that represent Holy Blood to certain units that have it?
Yeah, like...
Because, like, there's a lot of units in FE5 that have Holy Blood. But they just don't have growths that reflect it.
You know how I talk about, like, having like, extra, like, caps for units that have Holy Blood in an FE4 remake?
Mm-hmm.
How about for a Thracia remake instead, to represent that, like, depending on their Holy Blood, they have extra stat caps past 20.
Just make it go to, like, 25.
Like, if they have Major Blood as a character, they go up to 25.
Mm-hmm.
For a particular stat, like,
As someone who doesn't really care for Thracia, I don't know how that would affect the gameplay too much.
It would, like, okay, Sed's already super fast, so it wouldn't change anything.
I mean, Sed's also got goddamn for Sed.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
Yeah, it doesn't, like, for Sed, yeah, it doesn't really matter. He's...
Like, for Sed, he's the one unit that I have no problems with. He's perfectly respectful to FE4's lore.
Yeah.
He's just kind of a little bitch compared to how he is in FE4.
I don't know about that. He kind of shows up and is just immediately God.
Yeah, but he's like that FE4, just cooler.
Yeah. Oh, okay, I've got... I was just trying to figure out what the hell I can do, because I gotta make sure that they can't really go after Cyril. Based more than...
Mm-hmm. But yeah, like, the more I, like, think and talk about Thracia, the more and more I just realize, God, I fucking despise this game's existence. But, you know, it's mostly just because it's related to my favorite game.
And you feel it doesn't do your favorite game enough respect.
Yeah, especially when it tries to pass itself off like it's in the same world. And it's like, what the fuck was Froggy Sword?
Yeah.
That would have been really fucking nice.
Imagine, like, yeah, imagine, like, cause, Dermot can use Froggy Sword.
Mm-hmm.
Where the fuck was the Broggy Sword in FE4? Imagine that being a weapon of Dermot's in an FE4 remake.
The fucking scrolls would have been nice.
Imagine giving those to substitute unit.
I really would not like scrolls in FE4.
I know, I'm just coming at it from a lore perspective of like, do you know how fucking useful those things would have been?
Yeah.
I don't think that they'd be good to add. I'm just saying, like, from an in-world perspective, holy shit, those would have been nice to have.
Let's put this to the...
Yeah. Plus.
And then combine that with that, just the whole fucking, like, I think it's just basically the whole latter half of FE5 could not happen in the same timeline as FE4.
I know what you mean. And I can
But-
agree.
I actually talked about a bunch of this with Aiden recently, and we came up with the cool idea of like, if they did like an FE4 or an FE5 remake later on, they could actually add stuff in from FE4 into FE5, and also have some references to 5 in 4.
That would be pretty cool. Like, have a random house with Sias in there.
Yeah, and the idea we had was basically, well, where the fuck does Leaf's army go?
I mean,
Here's an idea. How about we have a line where Leaf says he's got men that can watch over territories.
I mean, it is established in Chapter 7, FE4, that most of Leaf's forces were wiped out.
Yeah, which, doesn't fit in with Thracia at all. So,
Yeah, they retcon it in Thracia to be like they took heavy losses, but you don't lose your units unless you're doing an Ironman.
Yeah.
It would be cool if it... Oh, another thing with Thracia. Avail herself.
I love the idea of a veil, but it's also just like, what reason does she have to not continue fighting the Empire after Thracia? Like, if we are assuming that it somehow fit into the world of FE4, what reason does she have to not join Selef's army?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I guess she could say that she's going back to Fianna, but what about after Selef liberates Fianna?
Yeah, exactly. Fianna's a small-ass village.
Yeah. But basically the idea that Aiden and I came up with was, like, you could make 1 or 2 units from Thracia recruitable in FE4.
That'd be pretty cool. Like, again...
Just, these are characters that... Because theoretically, all of those characters exist. But Thracia couldn't happen the same way in FE4's world. So, have events happen differently. Because, like, realistically, you should fight Reinhardt in a FE4. The only issue there is, I guess he would be a fairly minor villain in FE4.
He'd be like those mini bosses that you face throughout the game.
Yeah.
Which is
like that was another funny conversation I had with Aiden about Raydrick. Of like, on the scale of FE4, he's not a big deal.
No, but and here's the thing, Raydrick was never that big a deal, even in like he was just all of Thracia's like main villains are minor in the grand scheme of things, and they admit that. Like the final boss of Thracia is straight up a minor low-tier cult member.
Yeah.
They don't treat Veld like he's like the cream of the crop, king of everything, which is good.
Yeah, it's just in a world that's so focused on the macro, and then Thracia focuses on this one area that we already had a lot of lore about.
Yeah.
And then also proceeds to fuck with the lore of FE4.
Yeah, exactly. There's just a lot of issues.
Like, again, I'm not gonna shit on anyone for enjoying the game. I can understand loving the game. It's just, I have many issues with it.
Yeah. We all get it, you know?
Yeah, just... And I'd also just like to see Leaf give a little bit more respect. Because, you know, he has... Where did you hide the Holy Blood, Leaf? Is it in the attic?
Yeah, I know, right? Because, yeah, one of Leaf's biggest things is he has Holy Blood.
And it's not like... It's not like he has, you know, minor... he has 2 minor Holy Bloods, but you know what I mean. It's not like, you know, he's got older blood.
No.
I'm not hurt too bad.
It's like, this should show in your stats.
Pretty much, yeah.
But nope, he hid the Holy Blood in the attic, apparently.
I mean, Leaf is really solid growths, and also, not to mention the fact that he gets a ton of time to use them because of how his promotion works, too.
That's true.
I mean, yeah, but in the grand scheme of things, he's not absurdly impressive like he probably should be.
He really should be more impressive, all things considered. Like, I agree with Matt there. Also, we're gonna do this last session, like last tour session, and then I'm going to end the stream because we reached
Okay.
2-hour mark.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's just like, you know, especially in a game where because like in FE4, most of your units in Gen 2 have Holy Blood, unless you're doing a substitute run.
Yeah, pretty much.
So it's like, you know, Leaf can get away with not being as impressive in FE4.
Yeah.
But in FE5, he's just compared to a bunch of normal-ass people.
Yeah. Should still be pretty impressive.
Not to mention fucking Nana.
Oh,
Like,
Nana, yeah. Like, Nana, she has minor Nodian blood. She should be a strong girl.
it's like fucking Diarmo is a baller, even at, like, his worst in FE4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, FE5 Diarmo is really strong.
One of the...
I mean, yeah. But he also joins really late in FE5, from my knowledge.
Yeah. Chapter 21.
Like, and then one idea, like, Aiden and I had was basically, if they wanted to try and make FE4 and FE5 make sense, then they need, like, in the same continuity, even just on Thracia's end, they would need to do more with Seliph in FE5.
Really
Because
would.
it's like, from my knowledge, Seliph is in FE5, but he's not around for very long.
Yeah, no, he shows up at the same time as Diarmwood. So he shows up at the end of chapter 20. He has some conversations with Leaf. Then he and Julia and the rep leave while Diarmwood stays around with Leaf's army.
Yeah, pretty
as they
much.
split up.
Yeah, exactly.
Which just doesn't make sense. Do they ever give, like, an excuse for that?
The reason why is because it takes place at the same time as chapter 8.
Looks like I'm getting it.
It takes place at the same time. Chapter.
Then yeah, it would be literally impossible to make that make sense in FE4.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Leaf's actively fighting alongside Seliph.
Yeah.
And it also doesn't really make sense that Seliph would send his men to go deal with Manster instead of, you know...
Technique.
Yeah.
Hey, Sed, can you come help us with Bloom, and that'll make dealing with Manster a lot easier?
Yeah.
Well, that's a little unfair because Seliph I don't think they really know that as much about Sed. And
yeah, but Leaf would.
They do see him in FE5 a bit, but you don't really get a sense of how much he's defending the city. Like, you get a sense he's still sticking around, but you're not immediately seeing him do the FE4 shit. The whole thing's like, you can't possibly take on the Draconites. 2 turns later, every single Draconite is dead. It's not that same level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that might be imposing a bit of a, you know, prior knowledge on it.
Yeah, I get that, yeah.
Yeah. But still, it's just like, you know... Much less, why wouldn't Seliph just go and help? Just deal with Manster first, and then deal with Bloom.
Yeah.
It doesn't make a lot of sense that he'd split anyone up to do that. Much less Diarmwood, who's one of his most trusted guys, instead of sending, like, I don't know, like anyone else.
Exactly.
Of course, Diarmwood is also, you know, looking for his sister and everything.
Yeah.
There's a pretty big
He would have already
his own
found
goals
his
on it.
sister!
Yeah, he would have already found her, all things. Yeah.
They would have met during Chapter 7!
Oh, wait, yeah, chapter... I'm mixing up the chapters. It's supposed to take place... I'm trying to remember the whole timeline of
Okay, so basically the way it is that Chapter 19 of FE5 is the very start of Chapter 7.
Yeah.
In FE4. That is the idea. and that as you're doing the rest of Chapter 7 in FE4, that's basically Chapter 20 of FE5.
Yeah.
Fair enough. But then that just makes it even more nonsensical.
Yeah.
Because it makes a million times more sense for Leaf to just stick with Seliph.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from with. Honestly, if they do a remake, they need to clear a lot of shit up, or make it clear of how small scale it really. Why?
Or just explain why the fuck Seliph would send the Armwood to help Leaf instead of just helping Leaf himself with his army.
Yeah, exactly.
Why send one dude?
Yeah, why send one dude in particular? You're right, that's a bit. Here. I always forget what. Oh, okay. Yes. Sorry, I'm finishing this up because I'm gonna head off after this. That stuff I need to.
Gotcha.
Yeah, sorry for ranting about the issue again.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I encourage this. We're having an actual, honest-to-God discussion. And Ignots, stop with your fucking asking to change shit. Like to speak.
Hey, Professor, can I be useful? No.
Fuck you.
No.
Fish. Recover. Okay, well.
My favorite.
This is my.
These are always so funny to me because you just get like straight up random people.
I know, right? Also, I really
We did good
need
out
to
there.
train up my writing rank so I can recruit Petra. I'll do that next stream.
It's fun when you know what you're.
I always was at quick. Looks like I'm getting it.
Gotta love that bow prowess, Manuela.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh. Rand's birthday. Always give flowers to best girl. And that is honestly where we're gonna end this. Because, yeah.
Thank you so much.
That done.
Thank you.
That done.
Appreciate it.
No, should I just buff the shit out by all the stat boosters I got?
Probably wouldn't be the
You
worst
could
idea.
do that. Yeah.
The only issue with this game is you've got to keep Claude alive too.
Yeah, Claude's fine.
It's not the usual like just buff up your lord to Kingdom Come and you're good, but
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm at least gonna give her the magic stuff. Like
yeah,
this.
which is fine.
That spirit dust. Also, going to.
Spirit dust, which is totally illegal.
Yeah. So.
Little illicit drugs to boost your magic stat.
Fucking get on a CIA list emulator the game over here.
You know what? I'm just gonna. You know what? I know that, like I said, I was going. But because Claude. Them two. I could also just give them all to Raphael. But the reason I want to give them all to Byleth is so that their stats are good to recruit.
Mm-hmm. Which is fair enough.
Yeah, so take.
Fun, it's gonna be storming tonight.
That's been storming over here in Texas all.
Yeah, and I'm right above you, fucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been storming a lot here too.
Where are you again, Spara?
Virginia.
Oof,
Virginia's cool. As long as you stay away from the bottom left.
Oof, I'm sorry.
Let me guess. Tree trailer trash.
Basically.
Fucking raise a trailer into a tree. Fucking hillbilly Ewoks.
Yes.
I'm just imagining actual hillbilly Ewok.
Yep.
You know, it's so funny when people are like, the US is gonna get invaded, and it's like, you think that the fucking... Do you think anyone's getting past those fuckers?
Well, anyway, this has been a lot of fun. Thank you guys for being here.
Yep.
Thank you for listening to my Thracia ranting.
Oh, I'm glad. And I'm not sure I'll be streaming this weekend. It depends on how I feel and if stuff comes up.
Well, if you do, I'm not gonna be there anyway, so.
Fair. Might just be me and Matt again. I'm gonna try to drag Dell for fuck's sake, because I'm tired of him missing out on these.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because he hasn't he been like only doing Dark Deity streams with you? Why?
I think he's like wanting to.
He loves Dark Deity.
He loves Dark Deity. Yeah. So that's kind of why he's been like.
Okay, this is a really fucking random question. What the hell is the white dragon scarf, and where did you get it?
White dragon scarf. I got that when I recruited Flame.
Oh. Huh.
It
Yes,
sounds
I've never
vaguely familiar, but I have not played this game in forever.
It feels like an eldritch memory because I never remember getting that.
Yeah. Oh. And actually, yeah. But anyway, I'm ending this here. Hopefully, I'll see you guys.